Released into the wild and onto an unsuspecting public at Fright Fest this year was Alex Chandon's Inbred, a black comedy with brutal undertones escalating into full-scale mayhem. The film is set in the heart of the Yorkshire countryside. Cast and crew were eager to share what sounds like a unique working experience.
The premise is sort of simple horror film setup where 4 unruly kids, Chris Waller plays one of the unruly kids, are going on a kind of a probation weekend with their care workers, the countryside, and they inadvertently mess with the locals. But actually, they're doing something they think is good, but it's against the local rules and get into a bit of trouble, don't you?
Yeah, and it rolls on from there.
And yes, and me and Paul, I think I did 3 drafts and then got Paul in to work on the last draft because Paul's from Thirsk, Yorkshire, so Paul gave it all the proper manure and, you know, the grit.
Yorkshire element, any bygone.
When I initially wrote it, I just wanted it set anywhere remote with kind of thick regional accents. And then Yorkshire came.
Yorkshire kind of cropped up, didn't it? Because you don't get much backwards than
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Yeah.
But because the initial thing was that the mayor of Thirsk had kind of got wind that we were going there to film this horror film, and I think he looked up all my old films and thought, ooh.
He wasn't too impressed, was he, really?
No. So he gave a brilliant quote to the local press, was like, yeah, you know, he's trying to portray us as these people that don't like outsiders and they're not welcome here. Yeah. But when he was actually told that it was a horror comedy, he's become a big fan now. He joined our Facebook page.
We'll have an early show. Free admission. And then scratching.
Script was the first thing. Wanted to write a really strong script so we could attract good actors. And then I think it was someone suggested Joe Hartley, who would be brilliant as the 2 care worker adults. And she loved the script, and I didn't realise how kind of big Joe was at that stage, you know, but she's actually doing really well. And I think Joe coming on board sort of gave the project sort of an air of seriousness.
If I get a script and read it, if my instincts are saying I can do something different with it, then I'll take it, you know, and I did that with Inbred because I met Alex and, yeah, it was just, it was good instincts, you know, I'll really go for it when I do something, and it was, yeah, I lost my voice and I cried. It was quite weird. There's a bit in the film, he's put some of it in actually. I was really upset one morning, and it's when go back to the house and I'm really just at my wit's end and you can hear my voice is gone and I'm crying, and it just looks great. It's like, that's real.
Kate! We're scared!
Something happens to me in the film that took us about 2 days to shoot, and that was the most fun 2 days I've ever had on set, ever. Yeah, blood everywhere, covered, drenched in blood, wringing my clothes out afterwards, and I loved every minute of it, yeah.
We need to phone an ambulance, Jeff. Where's your phone?
Along with strong performances from the acting ensemble, the film also boasts some frightfully intense special effects.
Well, I love in-camera stuff you can't beat, because it's there, it's on set, it's brilliant, you know, it looks right, it reacts with everything, but we knew that we were going to like supplement the makeup effects with digital composite effects. So we filmed all the elements, that was really important, and then we've just cleverly combined them. So hopefully you won't see the join, and it also means that you can have kind of quite shocking levels of violence when people least expect it, I think.
Chandon's unique style hasn't always gone down to universal acclaim.
Well, Alan Jones, even though we'd gotten really well, he actually was one of the guys that voted for Bad Karma back in 1991. So it's his fault, you know, that I actually became a director. But then he didn't like Cradle of Fear, and he let a lot of people know that, which, fair enough, everyone's going to have their own opinions. But he adores this one, you know, he sent me an email going, I can't believe Alex Chandon's made a good film. And
Inbred is the latest offering heralding the return to the horror fold of inimitable director Alex Chandon. So, what can the audience expect this time around?
I hope what you can expect to start with is a comedy. That's what I really hope, a black, dark comedy. It's a funny film, you know, it doesn't take itself too seriously. That's what I love. You know, I've never done a horror movie before, and that's what I love about it. And then without giving too much away, yeah, then boy, it twists and it turns, and it's a full-on gore fest.
I didn't know it was going to be as gory as it is, but it's all amazing. No, it's great.
Well, Horror Channel, expect gore, blood, violence, burning goats, exploding heads, everything on the wall. You name it, you want it, you've got it.